Meanwhile, true to this cloak and dagger world of spying, no surprise the president would be doing a little behind-the-scenes powwowing, this time meeting privately with Apple's Tim Cook and other big technology executives like the head of AT&T. We're told to put at least their minds at ease, but since no one is talking about what happened at this meeting or what he said, not exactly putting my next guest's mind at ease. With me now, the former NSA training official, Cedric Leighton. Sir, always good to have you. What are we to make of this? Because when authorities try to tell me, calm down, look at the facts, they don't present the facts. They keep telling me to calm down, and I get more revelations that they're looking into what was supposedly just phone calls in the beginning to emails and texts and where I surf. I'm not calming down.
Well, I think most American people and most people around the world, Neil, aren't calming down at this point either, and that's a public relations nightmare, to say the least, for NSA and for the U.S. government. And now you have the meeting that President Obama had with Tim Cook and other CEOs and Vint Cerf, one of the founding fathers of the Internet, and it's good to have those meetings, but the problem that you run into is that there are so many different things that these people can talk about, and they can keep that conversation confidential and to keep it out of the public discourse when, in fact, really there's a need for more public discourse at this juncture.
Don't you always feel, of course, you've always been in the inner circle of guys, you know, crunching things and all. I'm always on the outside looking in, and it bothers me when I see a closed door. Anytime I see a closed door, it kind of pisses me off. Like, what's going on in there, especially if it concerns me, and I'm paying the guys behind the closed door, or I'm a shareholder of the guys behind the closed door, and they're having a closed-door meeting with the duly elected President of the United States, and they're not telling me squat. I tell you, that worries me.
Well, and it is in a democracy, that is an absolute worry that people have to have. Now, the thing of the crux of the matter is this: internal to the NSA, one of the problems that they've had is that they've gone from a need-to-know mentality, which was, you know, keep everything secret, keep everything under wraps, to a need-to-share mentality. And the paradox of that is that because there was so much sharing, then a lot of this information is getting out. So, on the one hand, it's good because there's a public debate about what's going on and why it's going on. On the other hand, there's the sources and methods issue from an intelligence perspective. How do I protect what I'm doing as long as it's legal, so that the bad guys don't know what I'm doing and we can still catch the bad guys? So there's always that problem that you run into.
I don't know, Colonel, but it's always good having you.
My pleasure, Neil.
And my friends, you folks at home. It just bothers me. It just bothers me on the level of just calm down, everything will be all right, don't you worry your pretty little head. They don't tell me, don't you worry your pretty little head, because it isn't pretty and it's not little. But you get my point. They're saying, you know, calm down, masses. We've got this covered. And when they do it on the right and the left and they say, just take a chill pill, something's wrong. You know, something's wrong. But that's just me.